Welcome everyone to our new session on tips and tricks to bring your AI idea to life. My name is Cynthia Zanoni. I'm cloud advocate here at Microsoft and your host today. So, if this is your first session in the tips and tricks to bring your AI idea to life, so this is a 30-minute series in partnership with Microsoft for Startups Founders Hub to help you to explore the technologies and the tools we have here at Microsoft. And if you don't know about the program, basically, Microsoft for Startups Founders Hub is a program created to support startups accelerate their projects and their ideas. We are offering many benefits for entrepreneurs like Azure credits on OpenAI. If you are looking, to bring some artificial intelligence in your application, and also, we have the opportunity to support startups with one-on-one mentorship sessions with technical experts from our community. And if you're not an entrepreneur and you think, oh my goodness, I don't have a business, I'm just a developer or a data scientist, is this series the right for me? Of course, if you just come to us to learn, we have all the series talking about how to plan ideas, considering the AI perspective, how to leverage the Microsoft tools like the Power BI, as we're going to discuss today. And also, we have a full Microsoft Learn collection with free trainings related to each episode in your series. So today we have a session to talk about Power BI and how we can connect artificial intelligence to leverage some new features in the platform. Next week we are going to talk about threat intelligence and many other stuff. We have we did a content curation to try select some interesting trainings to help you accelerate your skills and maybe take a look around the market and apply for new job opportunities to leverage the moment of the market, talking about artificial intelligence. And just before we go, it's so important to take a look in our code of conduct, because Microsoft Reactor is a community committed to provide a respectful environment for both our audience, in this case you, and our presenters. We also engage everyone here to be connecting and sending message on the chat for us, but please remember, we are all here to learn together. And we count with all of you to send your questions, to introduce yourself, maybe to say what's your city and why you come today to learn about Power BI. And we are going to be very happy to learn and share some insights with you during the series. Also, we have two speakers today, and I will be helping here in the backstage and also moderating the chat with my friend Askia here from Microsoft Reactor to help with some tips, with links, and everything you need to leverage this content and keep your journey of learn. Okay, all the advices are really shared. So I need to say that I'm so proud to welcome today two amazing Microsoft MVPs who is leading one very big data-driven community here in Brazil. They will guide us to understand how Power BI is connected with artificial intelligence, considering not only the math calculations or dashboard, but how we can work with Copilot for M365, how we can hack some features on Power BI to have text sentiment analysis, automatic dashboards, and so much more. So I want to invite everyone here to welcome Karine Lago and Letícia Esmirel, who will be presenting for us this very incredible and so important content, because everyone know here have a company or even a big corporate or startups is so important to have a very great data to guide our decisions to have more opportunities to grow in the market. So welcome, ladies. I'm so happy to have you all here.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Cynthia. We are very, very happy to be here with you and all of us.
Thank you, Cynthia. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for the invitation.
Thank you so much, girl. So I will be here in the backstage, and we will be talking with the community here in the chat. But count with
Okay.
me for anything you need. Okay?
Okay. Thank you
Thank you
very
very
much.
much. I want to talk to you and to ask if you are ready to discover the powers of artificial intelligence in Power BI today, right, Leticia?
Yes, be prepared. We were going to show the agenda very quick, but we prepared six different AI features that we can find in Power BI, which is very easy to use and low code, which is so nice, Karine.
Yes, yes. So let's beginning. First of all, nice to meet you. My name is Karine Lago, and I have been a specialist in Power BI and Excel for almost 15 years. As Cynthia told you, I'm the co-founder of a community here in Brazil called Data Driven, and already been awarded several times as a Microsoft Most Valuable Professional by Microsoft, and wrote 3 technical books. And I have a YouTube channel with more than 320,000 subscribers where I teach what I know to empower users in their career. And as you probably tell, my native language is not English. I'm a Brazilian, and I'm willing to put the effort here to took this challenge to teach you about what I know today. So thanks in advance in the comprehension, and I'm very happy to be here.
Hmm. So, hello and welcome again. My name is Letícia Mirelli. I'm also Microsoft MVP in data platform and especially in Power BI, specialist in Power BI and also Figma. I don't know if you guys heard about Figma, but Figma is a design tool that is very good to dashboard design. With Karine, we are co-founders of a data-driven community. I don't know if you can see my
Yeah.
t-shirt here. And we share Power BI and Excel and data analysis content on all of our social media. So follow us, Karine Lago, you can find here on the bottom of our name. You can find our
Social
how to
media.
find us. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now let's jump into our agenda. So first we are going to explain very quick what is Power BI if you don't know yet. If you don't know what is Power BI, you should know. So it's a very popular tool here in Brazil, not only in Brazil, but in all over the world for data analysis. And then we selected six different features here that we can find in Power BI that contains artificial intelligence. So we can find these AI elements during all the process to a dashboard development in Power BI. So in Power Query, there are some features, and in other parts of the process of a dashboard development. So we selected six different functionalities to show you today. The first one is a visual, which is the smart narratives, which is very nice. Then how to analyze influences on KPI performance, how to create a dashboard in a completely automatic way in Power BI service,
Whoa.
which is a new resource. So now it's available in Power BI, and which with just one click we can transform a data set into a dashboard with all the visuals and everything that is necessary. The next topic is how to develop DEX calculations with Copilot. So Copilot is the AI that we also have in other tools from Microsoft, and Power BI also will have this amazing AI feature inside. Text sentiment analysis, which is very nice, and in the end, how to analyze images, pictures. We can have pictures in your database, and Power BI can identify what is going on this picture.
Yeah, integrated with Azure Cognitive Services, we are going to do all of this. And we are going to start talking about what is Microsoft Power BI. Later, Leticia will tell you the three first topics, and later on, I will grab the next three. So, Leticia,
Okay.
what is Power BI?
What is Power BI? So it's a business intelligence. That's why the name is BI. It's a business intelligence tool from Microsoft, and we can bring different data sources from different formats here. So you can take data from web, from an Excel file, from a folder, from other types of formats and data sources, and transform in Power BI, model your data, and build dashboards, which is, I don't know why this is not playing, but the result of the product that we can have in the end is the dashboards. So Power BI is very famous when we talk about data visualization. Is one of the biggest and number one tool for BI available today. So that's why it's so strong and also has a big community, not only here in Brazil, but also in other countries. So basically, this is the flow of Power BI. We have different data sources, and in Power BI, we can connect the data, prepare the data, transform, model, and then create analysis and visualizations to get insights and generate intelligence from our data. Okay, now let's start the hands-on part of our agenda with this dashboard. This is a logistics dashboard. I don't know if you noticed that here we have a truck. So just to give you a context here. And the first topic will be the smart narratives. But I would like to highlight that here in Power BI, we have four AI visuals available. So four different types of charts of visuals that has AI. So the first one is the key influencer. Then we have the decomposition tree, questions and answers, and the smart narratives. I will show you the last one, which is quite nice and also very good when we talk about data storytelling, which is a topic very important when we analyze data. So our data show us a story, and with this visual, it's possible to transform numbers and informations that we have here in our reports into text. So there are two ways to use this. The first one is just going here where we can add a new visual and then select the smart narrative here. And in this first option, Power BI, using artificial intelligence, will create a narrative based on all of the data that we have here in this dashboard, in this report. So look at this. In just a few seconds, with just one click, we have our data summarized using natural language, and we can get some quick insights based on this text. So imagine that in one dashboard is possible to add this summary here for a director or for someone that is not good at data analysis and cannot understand what a chart, the meaning of a chart, for example. When it transforms data into text, is very good to bring more clarity, né? And also to make it easier to understand what the data is telling to us. And this, in this first way, we can keep only the useful information. So I can delete what I think that is not useful, or I can also highlight and put it in bold, for example, if this is relevant information. And that is very, very useful and nice. So the first way to use is creating a big narrative based on all of the charts of your report. The other way to use, I will delete this one, is to create locally to a specific visual. So for example, this is, as I told you, a logistics dashboard. And here I have a KPI about the on-time delivery. So how the deliveries are on time or not. And if I want to create a narrative, a text to explain this result, this specific KPI, I can click here with the right button, right click, and then we also can find the smart narratives here. So this option called summarize is available for each visual in a individual way as well. So if I click here, summarize, which in just 2 seconds, I have here an explanation. So look that this visual not only explain what happened, but also calculate some information for us. For example, in this case, the visual is analyzing that we are 11% away from the target, which is 80%. So it's very good because this visual also calculates the gaps between a target, and this is available for other visuals here in Power BI. So there are 2 ways to use, and if we click here in other visuals, we also have this option available. This is available for native visuals in Power BI. In this example, this map visual is a custom visual. So if I click here, we don't have this option, but all the other visuals that are the standard and the native visuals for Power BI, we have this option available. So that is just the first AI feature that we would like to show to you.
Which is already awesome.
Yes, that is so nice for communication and also for decision making and to help you to tell a story with your data. Okay, now we are going to the next functionality here, which is very good to analyze why some increase or decrease is happening. So if we look at this chart here, this line chart, we are analyzing the freight value over time. So how much we are paying for our deliveries. And we can see here that in January 2030, in January, we have here an increase. If we click here with the right button, we have this option, which is analyze. So this is also AI inside Power BI, and we can click here and explain why this happened. So you might know want to know why this happened. So why the freight value increased in this period. And then if we click here, explain the increase, we can see some possible explanation. So Power BI creates some charts here, so we can analyze what makes sense or not and include this in our dashboard. So for example, in this case, maybe it's possible that the carrier, the truck owner, uh, is delivering everything on time and wants to increase the value of the freight. So it's one possibility here. And then I can also change the type of the visual that I would like to show this explanation. So there are 4 types available, but I can also add this to my report, clicking here, and then later on change to any visual I want. And here, what is nice is also that we can send feedbacks to Microsoft, and this is a good way to say if this AI analysis is good or it's not. So we can click here in the like button or not to also give feedback and to help the AI keep being more optimized for the future. So if I'd like to add this chart, I can click here in add to page, and I can add an additional visual to our report. look at that. Now we can see here another visual, and I can change this visual to any other type I want to here. So this is a very good feature. And in the same way that we can explain the increase, in this case here, I can explain the increase. When the result drop, when we have a decrease, if I click on this point of the data and clicking analyze, now Power BI already knows that in this point, it was not an increase, it was a decrease of data, which is very nice. And I can click here and see the results as well to explain why the value of the freight decrease in this other situation, in this other point of the data. So that's the second type of AI feature that makes Power BI so powerful. So Power BI is already very powerful, but with this AI functionalities, it makes it even more powerful. Okay, now we are in Power BI desktop. So I already showed two functions, and now I'm going to jump into Power BI. Let me open here. Power BI online, which is the Power BI service where we can log in using the internet, the web, access through the web. And here I have some cases, and I will find a data set here, a data set. Let me just find it to show you the third topic of our agenda, which is how to create a whole dashboard with just one click based on a data set. So here I have the same data set of the logistics dashboard that I was showing, and I can find here on Power BI service after publishing this to the web. And then I have this option here. If I click here in more options, you can find this new feature, which is awesome, which is the auto create report. So Power BI uses artificial intelligence to analyze all the data inside this data set and create a report with visuals and everything that Power BI considers is relevant to this data. So I will click in here to create a report. This is very, very fast, you will see. It takes just a few seconds. Magic is being done right now, and then your report is ready. So you can click here, view report.
Leticia, hello. I have just a
Hello.
quick question here from the chat. Can we use this functionality on the Power BI desktop?
Yes, yes. Depends on which functionality. The first one is on Power BI desktop. So here I have Power BI desktop on my machine. But this is also possible to create visuals in Power BI service. So
Perfect.
in both are
In
possible.
both platforms. Thank
Yeah.
you.
This one, which is the option to create a whole dashboard, a whole report with just one click, is available only on Power BI online. The others is available in Power BI desktop and online as well. So look at that. Now we already have all the charts. Power BI selected only line charts, which is not so good, but we can click here on this pencil and customize. So if I click here, I can customize this visual and change the visualization type to other type, which I think is more useful for this analysis. So maybe I would like to change to area chart or to a column chart. So you can change the type of the chart, the type of the visual that Power BI created. And also Power BI used the smart narratives here, so which is very cool. And calculated some KPIs here on the top, on the cards, which is also very, very useful and very nice. So if you would like to get insights from Power BI and think what Power BI in artificial intelligence for Power BI would do with this data set, it's a good option to explore other visuals and other insights that if you were doing for your own by yourself, maybe you didn't think of it. So that is a very nice feature as well. So first, 3 features done, and now, but we are not done yet. There are
Yeah.
other 3.
Incredible features, Leticia. Now we are going to take a look at the DAX Copilot. For those who don't know, DAX is a language in Power BI capable of performing calculations and store it in measures. And the Copilot is an AI assistant capable of creating measures in the DAX language according to what we ask it to do it. So we are going to head up here to my Power BI. I have already a report created. And to create the DAX using Copilot, I can go here in the top side and click on Quick Measures. And when I do that, here in the right side, we have this panel where I can choose the suggestions with Copilot. When I click here, I can turn on the Q&A. It is not what should happen here. Just a minute that I can sign out and get my account here. That happens when we do some things online, right?
Yeah, live, guys, is to make mistakes.
Let's go.
Okay.
Not okay.
No?
No. Let me switch account again. And sign in.
Guys, sorry about my voice. I have a flu. So
That's okay,
my voice is not like that in a normal situation.
That's okay. We understand. Right, we are ready to go. So I on another account here, because Q&A was disabled on the another one, and I had to do that because I'm going to use the other account for the next example for you too. So we are here in the suggestions with Copilot, and I will describe with natural language what I want to Power BI to calculate for me, and that is using Copilot. So I want to know the total revenue from last year. So I'm going to talk to Power BI to grab the total revenue from last year. And later, I'm going to click on generate, and it's going to perform the calculations. And here we can see the calculate with my measure that was already created in my model. And the function same period last year used with the column of data. So the measure is right, and I can click on add to create this measure, which is going to be directly inserted in my data fields here. So it's going to be already created. Just a quick context. I already had this database, and I already had this measure here, which called revenue, volume, and others fields that I'm going to use, right? Like products and country, which I'm going to use right now. So let's grab the quick measure again, because I want to show you another way to create it, other languages or other suggestions. Now I want a little bit complicated. It's going to be this revenue from this year, so this year revenue, versus the total revenue from last year. After I talk to Power BI that I want that, I'm going to click on generate, and I'm expecting here a divide function. And right, Power BI created a variable which called previous year with the calculations from the previous year, and he uses another functions instead of same period last year. It's a dated minus 1 year, and here below we have the divide, which is dividing the period, the revenue from this year minus the previous year, and here is a difference between this year and the previous year, and here is the divide from the measure above. So it's wait, I pensei que você ia falar. I'm going to delete this, and now I'm going to ask Power BI to grab the top 3 products by revenue. And I'm going to create here in generate, and I'm expecting here the 3 name of products which has the top revenue. Below, DAX used it, Copilot used a function called concatenate text, which has the ability to concatenate a lot of text. In this case, only 3 of them, using the top and functions. Creating a context transition here using values from the column products, and later on it uses a rank X. If I would write this measure as a human, I will not use this rank X. I use a little different approach, but it's not wrong. It's very, 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 very right. It's important to say that this is still in beta or still in beta, and it's going to be very, very better in the future too. Let's do another one, the last one here, which is the average volume by country. So I want to know the average volume by country. I'll click in generate, and here we have a function called average X, which has the average from the values from countries, and then grab the measure volume right. So Power BI DAX Copilot is very handful for you to learn about DAX and to have some hints and tips about where should be the right path for you to develop these kind of features. This was the...
And Karine, Silvio said on the chat that this Copilot, usually the DAX measure created is more complex than it should be on the real life. So that's true, Silvio. Usually the measures created by Copilot are more complex than it should be. So, but it works. So Microsoft is improving this resource.
If that wasn't enough, now we are going to ask Power BI to read a little bit for us. I have a review here with a lot of reviews about an app. Here we have the app is not intuitive, very bad app, it freezes a lot, excellent services, overall very good. And I want to know what are the sentiments from these texts, from these reviews. And to do that, I'm going to use Azure Cognitive Services to connect it within Power BI. I'm here in the Power Query from Power BI, so I have my report in here. And to access the Power Query, I click here in Transform Data. And when I do that, I'm here in Power Query, where I can do the transformations. And one of it is this data enrichment, where I will classify these revenues by its sentiment, if it's good or if it's bad. So to do that, with the data in here, I'm going to be in the Home tab, and in the right position here, I'm going to click in Text Analytics. After doing that, a window will show up. Let's wait until it's loading. It's connecting to the Azure Cognitive Services. It's not going to take too long. And while it's connecting, let's see if, no, it's not showing there. Let's wait.
And this is so nice because a human would take a few hours
Yeah.
to classify these words. So we are analyzing text. So it's more complex than analyzing numbers, right? So
Yeah.
that's why the AI is so powerful.
And I have three options here. I can detect language. In this case, it's in English, but if it was in Portuguese, German, French, it would be detected here and classified for me. I can extract key phrases. For example, improvement, couldn't find, very good. It's key phrases. And later on, we have the score sentiment, which is what I want. I'll click here. It's very important to tell you that you have to have a premium capacity. It can be premium per user, which is more affordable, but it can be embedded too, Power BI embedded, or Power BI premium general. Later, after having the premium per user, Power BI already identified the columns reviews here. So I have only one column, which is this one. And I'll click on OK for it to generate the sentiment. And now Power BI and Azure is reading all my text here, and it's classifying. And while it's loading, I will explain to you what will happen here. We have the output of zeros and ones, between zeros and ones. The more near to zero is the wrong sentiment, the bad sentiment, and more near to the one, it's a very positive sentiment. So you have 0.5, 0.6, and so on. So we are expecting here. So we have the results. Very bad app. It freezes a lot. I'm a human, and I know that this is a very bad situation. And here, Power BI and Azure classify this with 0.01, which is very appropriate. Overall, very good, 0.82. Excellent service, 0.92. It's very near the number one here, and the other one is very near the zero. And that indicates me that zero is bad and one is good. So Power BI did a very good job here in partnership with Azure. If that wasn't enough too, we are going to the last example here, which I'm going to grab some photos and show you.
This one is my favorite. It's so nice.
So here is me at the Microsoft in Seattle, in Redmond. We have my two cats in here. Look how they are beautiful. They are sitting on a bench here in my apartment. And we have a photo of a friend trip for Bariloche in Argentina. And I want to know if Power BI is going to identify this snowman here. I don't know. What do you think, Leticia?
I already know the answer, but
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay, so these photos are stored in a URL, which is in our server. And I already imported all these photos in here, which is already in this URL. And now I'm going to hit on home, and on the right side, ask for vision analysis. I'll click in it. A window will appear. It's going to load today. It's going to load too, because we are accessing the Azure Cognitive Services, and we have to have the premium per user, premium per capacity, or embedded Power BI account enabled. In my case, I'm with the premium per user. I'm going to choose the tag image. It's going to identify my column, which is URL, this one. Let's just wait until it's finished. Let's go, Power BI. And here I'm going to click in OK, and you are seeing a magic happen. Let's do the magic, go Power BI. And it's going to describe the image. And the purpose of that is because image is not a structured data. And it's going to make the image a structured data by defining it by the things that I have in these photos. Here, in the first one, it was a failure. This doesn't happen very often. It's because we are in live here that happened. But in the other one, we have it identified the cat, the floor, in the indoor. That means that my cats are not outside. It's not on the at a park. It's inside my apartment. And the image from Bariloche, it identifies the snow, the outdoor. We are at outdoor. Identifies a tree. I didn't notice a tree. Let me see. Yeah, we have a tree
Mhm.
here. Very nice. And in the back too. And another text that it returned a person posing to a photo, a group of people, and that's the way we can structure data from images using Azure Cognitive Services inside Power BI and AI Insights. So we already, Leticia, talk about the 6 points that we have for today. That's all, folks. We saw the powers of the AI inside Power BI, and I guess you like it because I'm very excited with all of these features. Thank you very much. And Leticia?
Thank you guys very much. Karine, snowman was not identified, but
Yeah,
Power BI did a great job. So
yeah, yeah,
that's so nice. Imagine if you have reviews of a hotel online, you can see the pictures from TripAdvisor, from Booking, and other websites that people take pictures and put on reviews. You can analyze this in Power BI. So that is a very nice feature. And
yeah.
that's it for the presentation. We hope you guys like it. Um, we love Power BI, so we could keep the whole day showing other functionalities. But that's it for today.
Thank you so much, Leticia and Karini. What incredible class here to explore some key features on Power BI. So everyone here in the chat was, asking about the features, the license, and everything because Power BI is one of the top platforms, I think, in the world. When we think about data-driven services, etc. So just before we go, I just want to say two things. First is a question. So, what is your recommendations to move to the next steps? In terms of learning more about Power BI and what do you expect around the platform, especially when we start to talk about the co-pilot. I think we have some people here talking about the functionality, etc. So please give us a final guidance here, a final advice to the community.
A co-pilot is called co-pilot for a reason. It's a co-pilot. It's not a pilot. You are the pilot, so you have to study about the DAX formulas, the AIM language, the Power BI in general to create reports that will outstanding you from other people. So that's our guidance to deep dive into Power BI because it changed our career, it changed our projects, our organization, and we are very proud to be a Power BI enthusiastic. But we are not only here for the Power BI. Power BI made us do that because it's incredible. So I really wish you guys to understand that deep dive in the features is very much needed. If you need that, you can find us on YouTube, on Instagram to learn more. That we are posting very frequent content about this, and we are inviting you to go there.
Yeah, and just one last message about artificial intelligence. Don't be lazy.
Yeah,
And think that now just because we have AI features, you don't have to learn and to study. So artificial intelligence help us, but you cannot depend only on AI. So it's very important to keep learning, keep studying, and you can also find us on social media, as Karine told.
yeah.
Great, super great, ladies. So I think my second point here is just to say how many fans you have here in the chat. So we have some people coming from the Brazilian community to watch you. So I'm so proud to have you today. And everyone outside Brazil, because we have some questions. Oh, this session is just for Brazil. No, it's for everyone who wants to learn more about Power BI. We just in detail, we have the two queens of data driven here from Brazil coming to present. And if you want to connect with Karine or Leticia, plus just take a look here in the chat because the Microsoft Reactor channel already post the link of our series, and we have in the registration page the links for LinkedIn, Instagram, so you can go there and connect with them. For sure, you will learn a lot and also learn more about the Brazilian community and everything because they are covering lots of content and the opportunity for everyone. So, ladies, thanks a lot to be here with us today. Also, I just want to empower here everyone who wants to learn more about Power BI. We have a full collection of trainings related with each episode in the tips and tricks to bring your AI idea to life. We have all the trainings there. Everything is free on Microsoft Learn. We have some selected trainings for Power BI, so you can start there. And also, I saw some suggestion here on the chat about the next topics. So I want to invite everyone here to please scan the QR code or go directly to the aka.ms/reactor/survey to send your feedback about the session today and also send us some suggestions for what you want to learn here in the next episode. So we are very happy to have you collaborating with us and join our community here at Microsoft Reactor. So for today is this. So I hope you like this episode like me. I learned a lot. So don't forget to give us a like here in the chat and see you next week because next week is Halloween and it's time to learn about treat intelligence with Abril, my co-host here in the series, and Jessica Paraguaçu, a Microsoft engineer who will be sharing with us some guidance and tips and tricks on how you can start your cybersecurity strategy. Okay, so see you soon. Bye bye and thank you.